So I just ordered this 2 hours ago and it's at my door. So I just got my cold pressed juicer delivered, and then there's a little place, cup of juice, cold pressed juicery. We're going to get froyo that Miranda has been asking about all week, but I just thought it was funny that this place is here, and maybe I'll look at their menu and see what kinds of juices we can make. Okay, so this is their menu, and it is closed, but that doesn't mean we can't make some of these drinks ourselves at home. Okay guys, that was an interesting little intro, but anyway, I did want to today review this Ninja MacLeod cold pressed juicer. And so I did pick this up. Funny enough, HSN has a better price, but they won't ship it to California or I think Arizona. There's two spots, I can't remember. And so I go over to Amazon and I'm like, well, I was looking different places. It's basically the same price other places, but HSN just has a better price, free shipping, you know, whatever's going on. And I checked Amazon and they would send it to me, which is funny because Amazon won't send certain things out to California either. So I thought, well, if HSN's not going to send it, you know, Amazon's not going to send it, but they did. So I got it and it came in 2 hours. It was at my door. So I'm like, cool. I had a juicer in the past. I love, you know, using juicers. I used to have that big Jack LaLanne one and I bought it twice before. Once in the military move, I was just like, we're not using it that often, I'll just get rid of it. And the next one, I think I gave it to my dad because his broke and he really uses it quite often. So this one has a smaller footprint. I think I'll just keep it out here. I have a lot of jars just sitting on my counter, so I think this would take the place of that. And so yes, I'll link in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items through those links. Now, this is a cold pressed juicer, which is what I was looking for if I was going to get a new juicer. Something smaller, something different, and definitely cold press. And I guess the difference with this is that it kind of pushes along the fruit and then it kind of macerates or something, you know, funky, and then the juice comes out. The other ones, I guess, like the Jack LaLanne one, it has that big grater essentially, and it's like so much heat that it produces to do what it's doing, and it's just a different thing. So supposedly this will hold the vitamins and things more. I don't know, but it does say more juice and vibrant colors. This one does not promise that it has less foam. I never cared about the foam, like that's fine, but we'll see. So very funny is that I knew this was coming, and so I picked up a bunch of different like things, well, just like ginger and a couple things. So for me, this is juicing the things that the kids aren't eating. If they're forgetting about the oranges that I bought, or you know, the apples or whatever, I'll just juice them. Throw in some celery and stuff like that. But I will definitely try out celery today because I know it's one of the harder things to juice. They don't have a picture of it here, but I do recall that they talked about it on a demo, I think on HSN or somewhere, maybe a video on Amazon, I don't know. It does have a couple different things that I appreciate. So it is something you're gonna have to take apart. Obviously, every juicer has some kind of issue, like with that kind of thing. Like, I don't know if it's an issue, but they're gonna have different parts, right? So the Jack LaLanne one, it was kind of hard to clean that filter, and even if I thought I did a great job, there'd always be some little pulp in here and there, and I'm like, whatever, it's fine. So you have the tamper, the food tray, and chute basically goes down here. It goes this way. The auger is going to move it along. The auger also kind of chops it a little bit, so kind of cuts it and then pushes it along. That's what it looked like, at least. And you have a 24-ounce juice jug, which is nice because usually I make each cup of juice for whoever, so if I'm just making a tall one, I can just pour it afterwards. Pulp control, so they have lots of pulp, which is kind of funny, less pulp. Obviously, I like to keep some fiber in there. I mean, you know, however, but this orange one is basically for orange juice if you want it with a little bit of pulp. Otherwise, you can just use the less pulp one. I might start playing with that, but not in this video. I'll just stick to what I need to stick to for the juice that I'm making. Pulp spout, and then the stuff just comes out and drops off, and that's why you have this little cup that's 36 ounce container, 36 ounce container that'll hold whatever is coming out. Yeah, I guess that's that. Okay, so let me open this up. I just took a scissor and cut the very top. I like the packaging. Ninja always has really nice packaging. It does say to watch videos on how to use and clean the Ninja MacLeod cold press juicer. Scan your QR code, and then they have other videos there. This looks really nice. Oh yeah, the other thing is they're saying that you can make like different foods, I guess, with the pulp that comes out. I don't know if I would ever do that. I never did that with my other one, but you can. I suppose, especially if you're obviously sticking to certain fruits to go into that. So let's see this. 15 quick and easy recipes. What's in this? I guess that's all the recipes. I was trying to see if it had any, like, how to put it together. We'll look at that in a moment. Okay, this is just a little insert. I guess like some quick ones to get started with. I don't know why this is separate from the book. Quick start guide, that's what we're always looking for. I know people tell me reviews, they're like, why don't you do this, or why don't you do that, why don't you watch another video before you start? I'm like, because this is the whole thing. Who really even reads the instructions? But we're going to look at it real quick, because we do need to know how to put that together. So, okay, there we go. Do not process. Okay, so peels versus no peels. Remove skins and rinds from ingredients such as citrus fruit, melons, pineapples, dragon fruit, mangoes, pomegranates, beets, ginger, papayas, and root vegetables. I was interested in that because beets I do have some, and carrots. I always peel them. I know. I think in one of the presentations, I don't know if it was for this machine, it looked like they hadn't peeled them. I'm like, that's gross, because I know you can wash it, but like, I don't know. Versus no peel. The peel or skin can remain on apples, pears, peaches, plums, cucumbers, and carrots. Okay, so I know that to me a root vegetable is carrot. I still am gonna peel it. I'm sorry, I cannot not take the outer part of the carrot off. I don't know. How well can you clean it? I guess pretty well, but you don't have to, it says. Let's see. Prep for best results. Cut ingredients in 2-inch pieces. From apples, remove stems. No need to remove the core or seeds. Remove stems from herbs if desired. Remove large pits and seeds, of course, from like mangoes, plums, peaches, cherries, papayas, lemons, melons, and peppers. That's interesting about melons because the seeds aren't huge, but Okay. Reminder, 1 pound of produce will yield approximately 8 ounces of juice. I don't know, I feel like you usually get more than that. I don't really remember juicing a pound of produce to barely get 8 ounces, but I guess it depends on the juice, on the fruit, right? Do not process ingredients that do not contain juice, like bananas and avocados. I would say aguacates in Spanish. Ingredients such as grapes and berries will require ample quantity due to low product yield. Yeah, I saw a lady put in some strawberries. I thought it was funny because I'm like, but you can put strawberries in, it just might not give you a lot of juice. It doesn't mean you can't, they're just saying it's like nothing's really going to come out of them. Do not process frozen fruits and vegetables or ice, of course, and save the pulp for recipes if you would like. Okay, so that's good to know. People always want to know the kind of things that you can use. Alright, I think we're gonna open this up, get it washed, and get to it, and then there's a bunch of other info here. So right on top we have this guy. I can feel it has like a little strainer. It has a little strainer all around there. Feels like a really, really heavy duty plastic. It is plastic. That's that little top part. This guy looks like it already came put together. This is weighty, which is good. I was wondering like how heavy the machine itself is. This feels pretty heavy, and it must have to do with this portion of it. That's the heaviest area. And then it pretty much goes like this, should I say. So that's the chute. The auger goes through here. It goes through the strainer, whatever, whichever one you're using. And then this attaches to the machine, obviously. There's the chute there that you're going to use the tamper to push down if need be. Okay, so here are our containers. And there's your little tamper. Of course, I'm going to wash all these things and then we're going to get to it. Full disclosure, my kids are asleep right now. I don't know how loud this machine is, so we'll try, but I really don't want to wake anybody up. I might have to wait until they're actually awake. Has a nice weight to it. It's not too heavy, but it's pretty nice. Okay, I think that's it. Let's take a look at this. You guys can see it. Boop. There we go. As far as I know, there are no color choices. It's just what it is. It says Ninja on the side. You got your branding there. You have this whole area that you're going to lock in that whole mechanism. And then I suppose you just wipe this away, wash it off if you need to, but not submerging the whole thing. You have your cord that, again, isn't too long. And then you have your start, stop, and your hold to reverse. In case something gets stuck or something's just not processing real well, you can do a reverse and the auger will kind of like get it out of there. So That's good. Okay, what I'm gonna do is wash all these pieces. I suppose we can look at taking this apart. There's a lock, little symbol, unlock. So we're gonna unlock that. Pretty easy. Pull this guy out. And does everything come apart just that easily? Yep. So I will wash all of these things. It does have a little stopper for the juice down here. That's pretty much for when you take your little cup away, because I don't think you're going to want to stop it mid it's doing what it's doing. Some juicers will hold it and then let it go. This one doesn't seem like it's going to do that as much. So I would always just have that open. And once you go to remove your little container, go ahead and turn that so it's not dripping the whole time. Whatever excess juice is in there. And then, you know, open it back up and keep going. So I'm going to wash all these parts. As I go to wash this, it does have a little note here that you're going to take off. It's not supposed to be there the whole time, but maybe they should have left something like that on there. But it says, for best results, cut ingredients in 2-inch pieces. Add each piece gradually and allow time for it to process before adding more, which seems like it's going to be a slower process, but again, it's a different kind of process than the one that just like, rah, you know, does the whole thing. So I'll be back. So I think I have everything. Oh, let me get the auger. I'll make a couple of different juices just to try out some stuff. Again, definitely some celery, but I think I'm going to start off with like orange juice. And then I also have some ginger. I'll throw a chunk of ginger in. That probably tastes really yummy. But I will say I'm not going to switch this out in between, so I don't know if this will be the best thing. But we'll see. So, okay, let's put this guy back together. So if we recall, how was it? Was this in here? Yes. Okay. So you have this guy. I don't think it matters where that goes. It is showing an arrow, but okay. And then that was inside of here, correct? That looks correct, but I think what keeps it tight is this other part. So let me look at the instruction again. That right? It's just they want you to put the auger into this part first. And I will say, I didn't even notice this as I was talking to you guys. It does say to open anti-drip lever before juicing. Close lever once complete. So that's what we talked about. So right now I'm just going to leave it open so it's where we want it to be. So then auger, which is fine. And then this guy, and it says this will fit loosely. So again, I don't know if there's a certain way this needs to be in here. I'm assuming this part should face down, the little filter. I'm trying to see if there's a special way, other than that little arrow being there. So I guess that's what's telling you to have that up, because this is kind of guarding that area. And then we put this guy back on, and then the chute needs to face down. The Ninja branding, but needs to face down. So let's, yep. So there's 3 areas here. 1 smaller, 2 are larger, so you're not going to be able to screw it on here incorrectly if you have it in the wrong spot. But it goes there, and then it turns left. So this way, and then you turn it left to lock it in. And there it is. It's all locked in. And then you add this to your machine, which we have not done yet. That's something new, right? So we're going to put it right in here. And again, there's a lock and there's a release. But I'm assuming, again, it has to fit the right way. So it fits in there. I'm giving it a little bit of a push, just like any other Ninja machine. And then lock that in. And then to release it, you're going to press that and turn it. Okay? But for right now, we want that in there. This guy opened on me a little bit. Okay. So this lock, this one's very easy to unlock, come off, which actually is nice because, like I said, I want to do my what's it called, ginger. So maybe while it's on here, I'll just turn that, take it off, take this off, put the other screen on, and then close it up. I'm sure it's going to be a little messy, but maybe that's better than having really fibrous pieces of ginger in your drink. So that's good. And again, on top you have your start and stop and your hold to reverse. Let's go ahead and put this guy on here. It's already open. And let me grab the other items that I did not grab. That guy goes there to catch whatever falls out. You have your little chute piece that, again, I don't have, you know, cameramen here or people. I just do this myself. So let's go pan up to the window that actually fits on the outside, which is interesting because I guess it keeps it obviously from, I think that's a better option than going inside the thing. And then that's there, and this will help you tamp things down when you need it. So I'll probably readjust this so you can see everything, the juice coming out. I think right now is actually not too bad, but I do want to get a little more of the picture in here, right? Okay, let me peel some oranges. I'm not going to peel them by hand. I'm just going to cut them with a knife, but I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and plug this in. I didn't plug it in because, you know, we were doing whatever we were doing, but I'm sure it's fine. All right. I will say, okay, so we have this open, like I said before. This took way too long to prep these guys because you have to wedge them small enough to go in here, and it's not very large. I mean, I would say if you're looking at this diameter, maybe it's 1.5 inches. So that is one thing. Most other machines have a bigger opening. But if you're doing carrots and other things, you know, I don't know how often I'll actually juice oranges. I'm not gonna lie, because we just eat those. So that's a little different. I'm thinking carrots, beets, you know, celery, spinach, like these kinds of things. I did pick up some turmeric. Maybe we'll throw some turmeric in there. Actually, this would be better with turmeric, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll throw some in this one. So, okay. I don't know. Let's see here. Now I'm getting scared for some reason. Yeah, it just says to turn it on. So let's see how loud this is, because it's almost 8 o'clock. If people wake up, I guess that's okay. Oh, there it's moving. Not super loud. It has a funky little sound that hopefully isn't going to be horrible there. It's not quite. It says to let each thing process before you add more, but I think with something like this, it's not the biggest deal. Wow. I'm just going to fill it up. So I threw in a few. Okay. Oh, there comes some stuff. Are we doing okay? Maybe this needs to be closer. I'll show you the juice, obviously, when we're done here. So this was 4 really small oranges. Of course, if I was going to do this, I would get juicing oranges. Or oranges that are juicier. Sometimes they call them juicing oranges, but I was trying to think what type of that is. Navel or Valencia, I don't remember. Funny thing, growing up, we grew up near orange groves, and their street name was Valencia because it was like a mix of Navel and Valencia, which is very cool. And my junior high was Valencia Junior High. Okay. So that last bit kind of took without me doing anything. That was 4 very small oranges. I'm gonna let it keep going a little bit just in case there's something in here, but I think we're good. So I'm gonna press stop. Still dripping a little bit, so I'm gonna put that on there. Okay, you get a little drip when you first move it, because obviously it's gonna clear that area. 4 small oranges, and we have about 4 ounces, maybe 5 ounces of juice. It looks very nice. There's no foam. It looks yummy. The pulp, I don't know if you can see. You probably can't, because I don't know how much I can tip that. There's pulp in there. I don't think it's too pulpy, though, as you can see by the sides of the cup there. So I am going to do something that, again, might be kind of messy. I'm going to switch this out. Yeah, that definitely put liquid on the counter here. But we're going to do this kind of quickly. I'm just going to take that and pop it in there for now. Maybe clean this off since I don't need that to be there. Put this guy on again with the filter facing down. Let me just make sure. Okay. And let's put this guy back on. And if it was this way and then to the left. Alright. Let me grab the turmeric since I didn't grab that. I only grabbed the ginger. Okay. So I grabbed myself a little bag of turmeric at my local Mediterranean market, and I don't know if you've ever seen it in real life. It's kind of funky, so let me show you. They look like this, and then when you open it, it almost looks like ginger, but it also looks like a carrot. I don't know if you can see that very well if the camera's focusing at all, but it has like a carrot roundness to it in the center, but they're like that. So I don't know how much would make this taste bad or good, so I'm using a small hunk, and then I used a larger hunk of ginger, and all the images they showed to just leave the skin on it. Peeling ginger is a real pain, so I'm like, yep, I'll leave the skin. So let's turn this back to open, and that's there. I don't know how much juice we're going to get out of these things. Okay, let's press start, and let's start with the turmeric. Oh, took that right in. I don't really see anything coming out from that, so we'll see. Maybe I should have... Ooh, sounds funky because of the skin. There we go. We're getting some juice. That's ginger and turmeric. I can see because it's like orange. It's still coming out, so I will let it do its thing until the juice stops flowing. That's really good because, to be honest, I'll bring it down here. I didn't think they were going to get that much juice from either one. It is making a funkier sound, and I have a feeling it's because of that skin, you know? Here it comes, very dry. Sorry if you can't stand that, maybe turn the sound off. I don't see any more juice coming out, so I'm just going to press stop. And I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to grab this to see how dry that looks. Yeah, it's definitely super fibrous. Wow. And that wasn't very much of anything that I kind of tossed in there. Okay, let me clean up, because I'm going to keep working with this, because everyone's going to wake up for breakfast, and we'll try this out. But let me wash my hands and get rid of some of this stuff. Okay guys, I hope I hear footsteps. That's Miranda. I just want to show you, it took me a good minute of focusing just on this area to wash it out, and it's nice and clean. And that was that first one. The other one's still in there. When I remove this, there's nothing dripping here because there's nothing to drip. It's super dry. And this is what the pulp and other things look like in there. Really nicely macerated, if you will. Okay, this smells so good. And I don't know if it's the ginger part or the turmeric part. Let's see about foam. I don't really see much foam either. And then I'm going to pour it in here. These are some cute little NASA cups I got at Home Goods recently. And it might not look like anything, but when you start pouring your little drink in... Oh, it's almost enough to fill up his whole little head. So again, it was just over, I would say 5 ounces at the end. And look, our little astronaut in there. Isn't that cute? With a little backpack on. Anyway, I should probably take that off. But okay, let's try it. Oh my gosh, so it's a little bit bitter. I think it's probably from the turmeric. And it's a little bit spicy from the ginger. That is so good. So I used probably a 2-inch hunk of ginger and like what, a little 1.5-inch piece of turmeric. That's really, really yummy. Oh my gosh. And just about the right amount of pulp, I would say. Yeah, that's really good. It's not super cold and it's not really warm or hot. No, I wouldn't say my other juices came out hot. They came out kind of warm. So again, it's like room temperature. I don't feel like it heated it up is all I'm trying to say. So, okay, we'll try some more juices. I might have some voiceover or some words here saying like what I'm using. It'll probably be spinach, celery, those kinds of things. Maybe I'll be able to talk. It depends on what's going on in the household. But I'll be right back with another drink. Waiting for the family to wake up. It was Miranda. She's like, what are you making? So orange, carrot, ginger. Oh, look at that. So I guess I could have thrown a carrot in there. It says 1 to 2-inch piece of fresh ginger root, peeled. So that's interesting because on the video they didn't show it peeled. But anyway, 2 oranges and 4 carrots. So very good. Peeled, like I said, ends trimmed, cut in 2-inch pieces. I have a feeling they're saying that because, like, let's say something happens and some kind of bug is on there or something that can make you sick, and you shred it and they're like, we told you guys to wash and peel them, right, or whatever. But over here it said you don't have to peel carrots. But anyway, all right. Let's go over here. Excuse me. So green machine shot. There you go. Spinach, parsley. I don't like parsley, so I would never do that. Green apple, celery, and a lime. So maybe that's what I'll make for my husband. He did want something green, and that makes a little bit. It's a shot, so it's 2 ounces, you know, like a quick little drink. Tropical antioxidant, pineapple, mango, strawberries, pomegranate. A little too fancy for me. I do have all those things, though. It's funny enough. Honeydew, pineapple, cucumber, spinach. That sounds good, but I don't have any honeydew right now. Curly kale on this cucumber kale crusher. Curly kale, English cucumber, celery, green apples, lemon, and a little ginger. That sounds really yummy. Now I did get cucumbers, but I don't have kale with me right now, and I don't grow it anymore. I kind of deserted my garden other than my trees and citrus. Sour pomegranate juice, grapefruit, green apple, and pomegranate seeds. Watermelon and cantaloupe on this one. And it does tell you like filter like any kind, which is interesting, so that's nice. I was wondering about this melon one. Lots of pulp, yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, to me a melon, you know how they're pretty, not fibrous, that texture they have. It does say to use the orange filter on that. Orange grapefruit mimosas, that sounds yummy. Oranges, grapefruits, and some champagne. You obviously don't put the champagne in the machine. Let's see. Green apple, celery, bell pepper, red bell pepper, carrots, lemon, and parsley. And I'm sure they said red bell peppers so that the color looks nice, but I'm sure if you have a green one, that's fine. Strawberries, pineapple, orange on this one, blueberries and raspberries. And then it's telling you what you can do with some of the pulp. On this one, you're using the berry burst juice pulp or any desired fruit pulp to make this granola. Tropical twist juice, orange, pineapple, and mango. That sounds very yummy. And then you can make popsicles with those. Did I ask for a little sugar? Oh no, it's just saying, excuse me, to the juice and then add some pulp. Pesto, very interesting. Pulp pancakes. And minestrone soup, which is interesting also. Okay, that's that. I'll be back. For my husband, I'll be making this, the green machine shot. So half a cup of spinach, no parsley, sorry guys, half a green apple, 1 stalk celery, and half a lime, peeled and halved. It does say to cut the celery down. Funny enough, like, again, when they're doing their, you know, demos, they were just putting the whole stalk and letting it chop, chop, chop as it went down. So, you know, I guess you can do some changes on that, but I might chop it down. I might just put the whole thing in, but that's what you'll see next. Okay, and you know, I didn't do the parsley because I think parsley is gross, but it does give me about 4 ounces, and that's what it said. It should make 2 2-ounce shots. But my husband will probably just drink the whole thing. There is a little more foam on this one, as you can see there. And I suppose if it's a shot, it's supposed to take 2 ounces. Let me see, what do you think? Drink it fast. No, I don't think it's gross, right? I mean, the flavors. What do you think? It's okay?
Yeah.
It's okay, drink it. He took a little sip. Drink the whole thing. Is that good? Okay, yeah. Fine. I'll drink the rest of it. Oh, you know, this one seems taller than what I gave you. Let me see.
A little bit tart.
Oh, is it? Ooh, and spicy. Mm-hmm. Where does that little spiciness come from?
Good.
Oh, you know what? It might be from the ginger that was still in there before. That's actually really good. All right, well, there you go. She did a great job. So now, I mean, it's off. Obviously, you want to unplug it, but you're just going to take all these things off of here. I'm probably still going to make more juices because the kids, like my older son, hasn't woken up yet. Let me unplug it. So I just want to quickly show you guys how to take it apart. Like I said, whenever I washed the first, this little guy, the first filter or whatever they're calling it, see, okay, this is the thing. When you open it up, I probably shouldn't open it up. Don't open it up. Take this off first. Because whenever you open it here, juice just comes out. But if you take the whole thing, you're good to go, right? So don't do that. Just take this whole thing to your sink and just open it up. And just like we did before, to unscrew that, take out the filter, take out the auger, and wash it. And you're good to go. Alright guys, I'll probably do that because the ginger is definitely still in there. It's a little spicy. Alright, so far so good. Alright guys, I don't really have any images to take for you guys, so sorry, but I will have the links in the description box again, possibly embedded in the video there for you guys. And I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now. I love that it has such a small footprint. I haven't tucked it in here yet, but I mean, that's maybe 6 inches wide by 9 inches deep or so.
That has something to try it.